Welcome back to another episode of nemsworld Uncut, brought to you by Content Day. We have YouTube royalty in the house, Charlotte Dobre, and Mike Ricci, Instagram legend, her pubster.
God, he's so cute. God, I love you so much.
Love you.
Okay, so tell us your craziest sex story.
You want to go or should I?
I mean, you tell it so good.
I'll go.
So
okay,
good.
so Tulum, 2018. Remember that?
Well, no, that was before we met.
Yeah, so?
Wait, no.
It was the beach, this handsome Mexican man named Carlos. He was shaved like a baby, not a hair in sight.
Whoa. He said our craziest sex story. I don't want to know all these details.
He had the biggest hog I've ever seen.
Wait, I thought you said I was hogged out.
No, you're not hogged out. You're logged out, which is a big difference.
Oh.
You have boyfriend dick, you know?
Oh, I see how it is.
Yeah,
I see how,
dick.
yeah, boyfriend dick, right. Yeah, that means it's small. She says I have a small dick. She says I have a small dick.
No, I just he had a huge dick. Anyways, his dick was so big.
Wait, like how huge?
How big is this trunk?
Probably like 3 feet.
That?
He couldn't fit his dick in there. Anyways, he took me on the beach and he made me margarita and he started rubbing my leg.
What's his name again?
Carlos? Oh, no, that
last name?
There was 3 of them. Carlos, Jorge.
3 of them.
And
at the same time?
Yeah, there was a Serb, Miloš. Oh man, he was delish. And anyways, I couldn't walk straight for 3 days. Yeah, that's us. That's the story of love. What, am I dirty to you now? Am I dirty? Oh my God. And then I said,
And we're back for real this time. Welcome to another episode of nemsworld Uncut, brought to you by Content Day. Today we have the legendary couple actually as themselves. Charlotte Dobre, YouTube superstar, and her hubster, up-and-coming trailblazer on the Instagram scene, Mike Ricci.
Sup.
Let's
Yo,
fucking
yo.
go.
Hey.
Sup, dog.
Do you guys actually have good sex, or?
It's pretty standard.
Pretty vanilla.
Pretty soft, yeah.
Yeah.
We invite my dog Murphy onto the bed and throw on like a Gregorian chants.
You hear that, Paula? Gregorian chants. He listens to Gregorian chants.
I find that really gets us in the mood.
I listened to it this morning and she got creeped out. It's imbued with 528 hertz.
420, yeah, or is it whatever? The
528, 432, all that good shit.
Oh, that's good.
This guy knows.
We're on the same frequency.
Come on.
I think my nipples moved.
I guess I want to ask you guys like a bunch of questions. Basically, what's it like having a wifey that makes more money than you?
It's so great for me. All I do, I just wake up every morning and I wake up a little bit earlier than her.
Yeah.
And then I just I open the blinds and I stand and watch her as she wakes up in my maid outfit, a skimpy little dirty maid outfit that I have. Uh-huh. And then I go downstairs and by the time she's in her robe, breakfast is made.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, if only.
It's great.
Wish.
She's my sugar mama.
I wish.
You're saying you still make breakfast for him?
I wouldn't go that far, no. No, I get up first for the record.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Stamp that in.
Yeah, but you also go to bed.
That's why she makes the money.
She goes to bed at 9 though.
Yeah?
Damn.
PM?
I gotta hustle, man. I got shit to do.
That's fire.
Oh, is that the Toronto man's accent coming
Yo,
out
fam,
there?
we're
You know
gonna
what?
get there.
I'm gonna go smoke that, you.
Okay, bud. I see like that. I'm hockey.
Don't leave your mans nowhere. You get a little money. You don't fucking leave your moms in the hood or your mans in the hood.
I'm scared.
And this is why we have 2 bedrooms.
3. 1 for me.
Damn right.
Oh.
Can I come? Please?
Sure.
You can come too. We can all come.
Yeah.
I mean, this is Nem's little world and we're living in it.
That's right.
I love it.
Uncut. Hey!
You bring?
Of course.
You bring?
Of course.
Oh! Ho, 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 ho! Види го.
It's good stuff.
Oh, vodka, brate.
Yeah.
For you. Homemade rakia.
Sweetener for the deal.
Oh, krompiri.
Enjoy.
It's gonna be good. Thank you. Спасибо. Mirko's gonna ask you guys about the come up.
Yeah, you guys both have like a acting background. How did you get started, Charlotte, with YouTube, and Mike with Instagram?
This was like my very last chance to find a job, and I had applied to like work for this YouTube channel and audition for this other YouTube channel, which I won't name because anyways, but I ended up getting the job after basically begging for it. So I did that for like 5 years, and that kind of allowed me to like build up a little bit of a following. And then COVID hit, and I didn't really have any auditions to go to. I was, auditioning quite a bit while I was working at this place. And after not having any auditions during COVID, I started posting on my personal YouTube channel, and, first video hit like 10,000 views. And then I was like, oh, maybe I could try posting 3 times a week. So I posted 3 times a week. I hired an editor, and then I was working at my other job 5 days a week, and then working on my own YouTube channel the other 2 days a week. So it was work for pretty much 4 to 6 months. I barely got a day off. I still rarely get days off. And after 6 months, I quit that other job, and I've been doing my own channel ever since.
That's fire.
Battle cry.
Battle cry.
That's amazing.
Thanks.
But you guys both have like a filmmaking actor's background.
Right.
Did you both go to acting school?
We did, yeah.
Yeah.
So we met in acting school.
Yeah, we met in acting.
yeah.
Did you really? Where did you
Yeah.
guys go to school?
Serbs don't do that. They're supposed
Strawn.
to do construction.
We're supposed to be doctors,
yeah,
lawyers,
doctors,
engineers,
lawyers,
accountants.
construction.
Yeah. We met in a studio called Strawn. They're from
Strawn?
Strawn?
Strayon? Oh, no.
Strayon?
Okay.
They're from Montreal, but Jock McDonald, the coach, used to come in to Toronto, and after the pandemic, no more. But I think they still do online classes. But we met I think my second year in.
Yeah.
I met this tall ass
There's
Serbian
another
dude.
Serb here? What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's like a secret society.
Secret Serbs.
We went
Yeah,
through
you
this.
guys go out in droves.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you two? How long have you been in the acting game before you started? You would say in the pandemic, your YouTube started taking off?
I went to school for acting. I have a theater degree, and I went to New York
okay.
Film Academy. And then
Damn.
Mike also went to, what did you call
I can
that?
speak for myself.
Oh,
thanks.
sorry.
Hi.
Excuse me. Sorry.
I did Born. No, I actually I went to university for political science. And I did acting in high school.
Yep.
And then for Christmas, I got acting classes as a present. My mom was like, you must miss this. And then that was like 14 years ago. And I loved it. And sorry, 14 years ago. What am I, 40? That was like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Did the classes, and then next thing you know, I'm like in theater school.
Yeah.
And after that, I don't know. I just fell in love with it. Kind of saw it as a career. But yeah, I've been doing it for since 2014.
So you started, I noticed that you kind of had a point in time where she was killing it on YouTube, but you weren't really posting.
No,
you didn't
yeah.
really start your brand.
We went for a sweet trip to Miami. Miami.
Miami.
We went for dinner, and I was struggling because I have an acting background, and my job at the time was freelance video, and I still do that.
Yep.
Shoot music videos, shoot all that kind of stuff. And I just didn't know what to do with it. And before I even met Charlotte, hearing about her, oh, YouTuber, that's so interesting. That's never been in my world. I didn't know that's a career.
So relatable because me and him are the same. We're between the two worlds.
Yeah. We had a great dinner where she being Charlotte, put something in front of me. She basically made me realize that this could be something. I have the skills to act and the skills to filmmake. I'm a pretty good writer. She's
You're hilarious, bro.
Thank you.
My favorite sketches on Instagram.
Thanks, buddy. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
We're all obsessed.
You guys heard that here on nemsworld.
That's right.
Uncut. Yeah, I don't know. And then as soon as we got home from that trip, not even the next day, I posted something, and then I've been doing it since.
Yeah.
I've noticed. I was doing a little creeping last night. You've for the last year, how many did you post? I feel like it was well over 100 videos.
Yeah, close to that. Probably 150. in the year. Yeah.
Yeah. So what was like one every second day almost?
Well, I mean, like when I was first doing it, I tried doing it every day for a while, and then I started using my real camera, and then that just became a production because I come from a filmmaking background, so it's like 3-point lighting, like negative fill, you know, sort of bounces and stuff, and I was like, this is crazy. So I 2 to 3 times a week, even 3 to 4.
Well, there's the filming process. I mean, there's the coming up with what you're going to film. There's the filming process, then there's the editing process. You did all of that by
I do
yourself.
all of that, yeah.
Your machine, bro.
Because the edits too are like part of the comedy.
I love editing.
What are your guys' creative processes like today, like with your content that you make?
My creative process. I have like a really good team of people behind me, so I'm not the only person that's behind my YouTube channel. But essentially, I get up every morning and I look at what videos are on the schedule. I have everything is planned to the day. I know exactly what video is going up, who's editing it, who is the content producer for it. So I sit down in the morning, have my coffee, do my SEO, do the thumbnail for the video for the day. And then I usually get ready and then I go and I film 3 or 4 videos in one sitting. And then like once or twice a month, I will have like ideation sessions with my content producers. And we just kind of like look at all the topics that we've done and which ones were performed the best. And we're like, okay, so how can we revisit that topic and kind of like make it a little bit better? And sometimes I'll be scrolling TikTok and I'm like, oh, this is a really good idea for a video. We should like expand on this idea. So it's kind of just like this constant flow of ideas and like bouncing ideas off of other people.
It's great to have a team.
Yeah, it's great to have a team of like really, really creative people. And my team's been with me since the very beginning. It's all the same editors. One of my editors is
Day one.
Yeah, since day one. One of my editors I actually knew from my previous job. So we've been working together for like maybe 8 or 9 years now.
Nice.
Known together, been creative partners. She also edited the pilot. So
nice.
Yeah, no, she's a big
Shout
part of the
out
production.
Kelly.
Shout out to Kelly Pally, love you.
You guys killed it.
Thanks.
It was honestly hilarious.
Good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah. What about you, Mike? What's your
creative process?
Weekly, daily?
I mean, one thing I'll just put a button on the first thing that I spoke about like what I do. I think like Charlotte taught me a lot about discipline, and she gave me a good tool set, a good foundation to sort of create my own process. At first, it was a lot of like going on social for research. Like it's not like fun. It's just like, okay, what's trending? What's doing well? Understanding like what are good topics? What suit me? Like who am I? You know, all these sorts of things. So basically, we live together now. She can't escape me anymore.
Or his farts.
Yeah, I've been
Part of my
super
day,
gassy.
part of my morning.
Well, she burps so much, so she's
Yes,
colicky.
I do.
She's a colicky baby.
You guys are meant for each other.
Oh man,
Yeah.
just a lot of ass.
Better out than in, I always say.
Yeah, it's all right. Then end.
That's love.
That's love. What's love? Yeah, I spend Mondays writing, and then usually mornings I'll write, go work out, and then I'll film in the afternoons. And then I like to post in the morning. I just find that works well for me. And then I'll spend like the evening after I film editing, and then usually shoot Tuesday. I think we have a pretty similar schedule. Usually it's like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday film, and then like I'll post 3 out of the 5 days of the week during the week, during like the work week.
Okay.
And like edit as I go. Yeah, it's kind of on the go sometimes. Like if a video is doing well, then I'll be like, okay, that's trending, Taylor Swift. Let's just do something about that. And if that one goes viral, then like I do another version of that video.
Yeah,
So
that's fire.
yeah.
You got a couple gym bros going in a row.
Gym bros killing.
Shout out to my gym bro. Yeah,
You forgot about the Swedish spotter.
buddy. There's still time.
Oh, bro. Come on, I'm here.
We want to expand
It's a
the
series.
gym bro
Let's go.
multiverse.
The gym bro multiverse,
Multiverse.
We need
bro.
like a Slavic we need
Bro.
like what's a gym bro name for you? You have to combine like a very uncomfortable consonant with a vowel, like
Strahinja.
Strahinja.
Marlet.
Strahinja Lin. Like you have to add in Lin or like
Lin?
a
Just make it as difficult to say as possible.
Yeah.
And that's your gym
I'll
bro
just
name.
go by Mary Lynn.
Mary Lynn. Nemston. That's like
Yeah.
kind of it. Has to be kind of white.
Yeah, we could do white. I grew up with the cakes and the blacks and all the colors. Yeah. Let's go. I was going to ask you, what was that moment where you were like doing your YouTube and you're like, holy shit, I just made good money and this is like a revelation? What was the point where you're like, oh shit, like I can do this full time? Maybe not yet, but like it's taking off. And how deep in, like how many months in was it? Like
Like, did you have your editor already by then?
I did, yeah. I did have my editor, and I just remember I had that job that I was doing full time Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
And I ended up earning, and I was doing this, 9 to 5 Monday to Friday. So it's
You were
40
doing your channel.
No, the other channel.
The other channel, and then you
40
split
hours
time.
a week,
Yeah.
and I had quadrupled my salary at that job, only posting 3 days a week on my main channel. So it was like,
Okay.
okay, I don't understand why I still work here.
Bye guys.
Bye.
Yeah.
So how many months in were you like posting 3 days a week?
I would say after like the first month.
First month.
Definitely after the first month. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, no, I started taking like Wednesdays off, like a half day. And then, every Saturday and Sunday I would be
Nice.
working on content. So yeah, I was just kind of tired of doing 7 days a week. Like I hadn't seen my friends and didn't have a life. And I just wanted to be able to like actually have a life and kind of work on my own schedule, even though I still, have like, I wake up at like 6 or 7 every morning and immediately start working.
It's amazing.
But it's on my own terms. Nobody's telling me to do that.
Yeah. So it took off pretty fast then. And you think, obviously to a degree, because you were working for another YouTube
Yes.
channel, it helped
100%.
kind of expedite that process.
I had been a regular host on this channel for like 5 years. And I wasn't just a host. I was also like kind of the brains behind the channel. So I was like doing creative direction for the channel.
Yeah.
And I definitely was a part of like why that channel became successful. I think it started at like 600,000 subscribers. And then when I left, it had 1.8 million. So I had to teach myself how YouTube worked, but I am very grateful for the opportunity because like I never even really knew that YouTube existed. I didn't know that it could be something that, like Mike said, that you can have a career doing. And like, I knew that I wanted to like entertain people, and it was kind of giving me the ability to do that. Whereas acting was very much like right time, right place. Like, is she too tall? Does she have like the right hair color? Like,
they said I'm too tall for runway modeling.
yeah. There you
6'4"
go.
cutoff.
There's always like something, right?
6'7".
Whereas like you can just kind of pick up to be a content creator, you just pick up your camera, write a sketch, make a YouTube video, and no one's really stopping you from putting it out there. So
But the whole process, the research, the team building, and all that you say you got from doing that YouTube job. Like you kind of got a behind the scenes.
I
view
got
of
a
how
behind the
things
scenes of definitely about how like a YouTube company can work. I definitely picked things that worked and things that didn't. I personally value my employees a lot. There's a reason why they've been with me since the beginning, is I very much value their creative input, and I let them kind of have free creative expression and free creative reign, and I reward them whenever they do really good work. Yeah, that wasn't so much a part of the culture of the other place. Like it was very much like we were workhorses, and it was like a quantity over quality thing. And there was a reason why like I didn't want to do that forever. And but I did take things from that job and used it toward, I guess, the company that I run now. And yeah, I don't know, like, again, very grateful for the opportunity, but I am like, yeah, I'm happy that like I was introduced to that world for sure.
Yeah.
In terms of like the changing landscape of media, how was that first kind of moment? I guess you were already doing YouTube as your day job, but in general for both of you, how did you make that shift, and how are you making the shift as media changes down the road? Like, do you see yourself fully in YouTube, or if you see a lane in TikTok to spend like a third of your day on that, would you shift towards that?
I mean, I love making short form content. I love making short form content
You guys
with
are hilarious
Mike.
together, buddy.
Thanks. Yeah, it's a lot of
Barb
fun.
and Bob.
Barb and Bob, yeah. We gotta bring
They're
coming back.
Barb and Bob back.
Me and her were thinking about doing some swinger content. So
Do it
come
up.
on over to our
You
house.
used to name Barb and Bob.
You
Sorry.
gotta make
Bob.
sure that the pineapple, you have to put a pineapple at your door. Is that what upside down?
Upside down pineapple,
Yeah,
yeah.
is that a thing?
Yeah, that's a thing of a swingers party. They
I didn't
always
know
have an
this.
upside down pineapple.
Swinger stuff.
Is that
Not
what
that
you
we
call-
swing. Like I don't like.
Hey,
Clearly,
by the age
clearly.
of 42, you never know.
I think that YouTube and short form have their own advantages and disadvantages. Like obviously YouTube, you post, you make I guess like when you're at her level, passive income, and it's through ads, right? For me, I could do what I want for the most part, but I get paid by brand deals. So it's just a different business model, right? Obviously, I'd love to do that, and I'm sure like you would love to do a bit more sketch stuff too, because you're a great actress as well.
Thank you. It allows me to kind of like have fun and like enjoy making the like I obviously enjoy what I do, but like just to do something a little bit different, and like flex the acting chops and like the writing chops, and we get to collaborate, which is always really fun. Based on where we are, like TikTok doesn't really pay very well. It doesn't pay its creators well.
It doesn't pay in Canada.
It doesn't pay in Canada at all.
I heard that.
Unless you create like one of those series and you charge on TikTok.
Yeah, you can do that.
I'm surprised with our close tip-on-tip connection with China.
You'd think.
Yeah.
Well,
You'd think.
But whatever. I'm not going to
Bill's-
speak on
Bill's
that.
Milk the China cow.
He's doing everything but TikTok. What was the moment, like when you started your channel? Did you have a clear vision of your channel, or did you kind of adapt as you went on?
I tried to do a couple of different things. And then I tried reaction content, and then I realized that reaction content actually allowed me to post like multiple times a week. And it was just like, kind of if everybody's working the way that they're supposed to be working, I can film 3 videos in one sitting, send it off to the editors, and start working on something else.
Yeah.
So it kind of allowed me to just sort of, I guess, do that. And a lot of other content doesn't really allow you to do that. You have to plan the whole thing. And I think the main thing on YouTube is frequency of uploads and length of time that you're spending creating the video. Like obviously the longer the video and the longer people watch it, the more you make. And the more you upload, the better. YouTube wants people on the platform, like every other platform, like as much as possible.
Yeah.
So if you're posting every day, you are like ahead of the game.
Yeah. What about you, Mike? You said you guys went for dinner in Miami or Florida. And then did you have, because I don't remember if you were posting before that or whether you were just filmmaking.
I think I had like a video accidentally go viral once, like with my dog, and I was like, "Whoa, holy moly, dopamine!" I was like, "This is crazy."
They like me, Mom.
Yeah, they like me, Mom.
Yes.
I told you. No, they like Murphy, really, my dog. I posted maybe one sketch before that. I didn't really have an idea. I think we just came up with an idea of like things people say. That was like you could do it for everything. Like things people say at the dog park, things people say in a hot tub, things people say in the men's bathroom. You know, like your mind goes wild.
Content generation machine.
Exactly. And then I started to sort of veer into things that I found funny. And then that was a learning curve because like I think in the beginning it's all about like we talked about this relatability.
Yeah.
So you want to make like relatable stuff. So then I started veering that way, and then I had a couple videos do really well, and then like next thing you know, I sort of followed that until it dried out. And I don't know. I don't have like a very clear. I would say my brand is like high quality, like production value and situational humor with a couple characters.
With extreme satire.
With extreme satire.
Moments.
I think like the Jim Bro stuff. It was always an idea I loved. It's basically, I just find that guys seem to work out for other guys. Like Charlotte,
I would agree with that.
Charlotte doesn't care that I'm thick. Actually, she calls me thick. She's like, I like you. You're thick. It's like,
Big Daddy.
You are.
fuck that, man. No, I'm swole. I'm D's,
Man's
bro.
jacked. What kind of protein
jacked.
do you drink, bro?
I drink I drink that thick, creamy. What? It's thick. It's creamy. It's ATP Labs. Shout out ATP
Yo,
Labs.
that's my protein, bro.
Oh hell yeah! Oh fuck yeah! Oh fuck yeah, bud.
Your new gym bro?
Yeah, you can be my new gym.
Bro,
bro.
I do
and
ATP.
drink the
It's
thick and
clean.
creamy
It's so
stuff?
isolated. It's
It's
so
great.
filtered. New Zealand.
Yep.
New Zealand way.
You go whey or do you
Grass
go?
fed?
I actually go beef, chocolate beef, because whey makes me go toot.
Oh, you're a carnivore?
I'm a carnivore. A bit. Like, not like carnivore diet, but I just, the
Bro,
dairy.
I lost 40 pounds doing carnivore diet for 2.5 months.
Did you really?
Yeah.
It's intense, you know? It's
It is
extreme.
intense.
I don't know if it's necessarily.
I did have a carb depletion on day 9, and I told her not to come over because I was I was punching holes.
Yeah, classic.
And I was just like, and then I called her brother who got me on. He's like, "Oh, bro, totally normal." Totally normal. I'm like,
Yeah,
my
rage
head's-
blackouts are like totally
I'm
normal.
like, my
yeah.
head's buzzing here. My hands are burning, and he's like, "Dude, you're on day 9. Totally normal."
Yeah, you're spray shitting. Yeah, that's
You gotta
totally cool.
get over the hump.
Normal.
That sounds great.
I was like ready to kill anyone who said hello.
Yeah, Paul Saladino. I like that. Yeah,
But it worked after that.
I think that like, oh, this is such a like deep rabbit hole, but like I think
Go for it.
with diet, it's just whatever works for you.
It's true.
I think extremes you can go from extreme to extreme, but if you find something that works for you, go with that. I like to, dare I say, count calories. People hate MyFitnessPal, but I use it.
It's fire.
Yeah, I just like to be in a slight deficit at all times. Although it's not working, evidently, because I'm thick.
Is he hangry? Does he get hangry?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just
he
when the
does.
Leafs lose and when people drive really badly on the road, you know?
So all,
Okay, well-
all the time, pretty much.
Any last things before we switch co-hosts?
Yeah, I wanted to ask just because I've been doing a few of these. I noticed you guys wanted a 48-hour film in 2021.
Yeah.
Talk me through the process. Like, I wasn't involved in 2021. Like, how did you guys?
I've been super lucky.
Yeah?
I did a show with someone, like a theater show a long time ago with someone, and she showed me the festival, and we ignorantly did it, and I found I recruited some friends who were really talented. Like I was like, I just want to act.
Yeah.
And we came second the first year. We're like, holy crap, like this is fun. Did it again the next year, loved it again. Third year, ended up getting a new team, and it's such a fun experience. Like after 48 hours, you have a film, like you have a product.
Yeah.
And it brings out the best in everyone about like problem solving, writing, creativity, because you basically have to film it in one day, and then you have to spend the rest editing it.
Yeah.
So I've been lucky to be with like some really talented people, like directors, cinematographers, composers to do it. But yeah, I mean the process, you get like, you've done it, right?
Yeah, I've done it.
If you don't know what the 48-hour film festival is, you
can tell people.
on the Friday of a weekend at 7 p.m. you draft two genres, and you pick either or you can combine them.
Yep.
You get a line of dialogue, a character, and a prop.
Yes.
And you have to create a 7-minute film.
Yeah.
In
In 48 hours.
48 hours. And
So by
it's
Sunday.
It's
Sunday.
insane. Yeah, it's crazy. And like we won in 2021, and then out of 110 teams, I think, and then we went to Washington, D.C. for Filmapalooza, which is winners from all around the world. And there were, I think, like 100 or 70 films there.
Yeah.
People like all over Europe, what other continents I can't think of right now, everywhere around the world. Yeah, and it's like some incredible films. Like honestly, and the winners I think went to Cannes in France, which is
That's
crazy.
dope.
How'd you guys do in Washington?
A lot of people like the film, but I think there were some really good ones.
Fuck, I know.
Like
Damn.
some incredible filmmakers out of
Yeah,
France.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's insane. So
Oh, man.
what can you do? But yeah, I highly recommend it. If you have a camera, if you want to make movies, it's like $100. You get a crew together. You can't pay. That's a policy. You can work with ACTRA and non-ACTRA. You can work with IATSE union members. You just get like a film. Like you just make it and you have
should
it.
just, sorry to interrupt, but
Yeah.
you should somehow infuse the Jim Bro universe into your next one.
Well, the whole thing is that like it has to be an original idea,
It does.
inspired by like the things that you're given.
Yeah. They're given like a topic, so they can't necessarily.
When someone has a
Jim
script,
Bro's right philosophy.
dude, Jim Bro could fit into any format.
There you go.
That's what I'm
Medium,
saying.
large,
Any format, any hole.
any hole.
Yeah,
You can
that's
squeeze
good.
squeeze that in any hole. Yeah. But it's
On
great.
that
It's a lot of
note, we're
fun.
switching co-hosts.
All right, fine. I guess I'll just leave you guys. This
Well, I
shit.
liked you, but okay.
Bye.
You guys
Thanks,
get,
Mike. Thanks,
you guys
Charlotte.
decide who gets to live.
At
like
the end, he was the better host. He All right, Steve, don't
We
fuck
murder.
this up.
This is Steve, aka OG the legend.
First thing he says is don't fuck this up.
No, you won't
What
fuck
are they
this
supposed
up.
to think of me, man?
This is a real
Already
Toronto.
came
This is an
late.
OG Toronto
I already
man.
came late.
So you
on
can
some
learn
Guyanese.
from the.
What's
I
up?
did like
How you doing?
Hi, I'm Charlotte.
Sorry for being Guyanese.
Oh, no worries.
Don't
Guyanese?
ever apologize.
Yeah.
our
for
good
being
buddy's
legendary.
Guyanese.
Is he always late or no?
Sean's Guyanese.
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah.
He's always late. No, but he's
Sean
just
Vagina.
Oh,
Sean
that's a good
Vagina.
one.
Yeah.
Sean Vagina.
Oh my god.
Sean
It's
Vagina.
Bajamal.
I know a guy named John Bajada. Shout out.
Sean Vagina.
Sean Vagina. Love you, buddy.
Love that Ute.
Yo, welcome back to another epi. Today we got Shorty G, who went viral for a clip on IG with her man Antoine, who's managing her now. So,
For real though, if you left your moms in the hood, you're a waste Ute. Waste Ute.
Waste you.
so like, tell me about the success. Y'all went viral, and now, what's the deal?
We built a brand though.
What's the brand?
Bear bread. Bear bread. It's a bread company.
Okay, I get it. Bears. Okay, so the bears are like, they don't have fur on them?
No, it's like bear bread.
It's like bears that don't have no fur and they're on the bread?
Explain it to him.
It's bear, bud. I mean, fam.
Yo, hold up. Yo, are you sure you're from Toronto?
Fam?
Yeah, he's from Brampton and I'm from Scarborough.
Yo, that accent sounding sus still. Where are y'all truly from?
Chill.
Nah. Y'all ain't from Toronto.
No. I can't do this anymore. I'm Steve. I went to private school in Alberta, and this is Delilah. This is my sister.
What the fuck? You told me you weren't gonna say anything.
I just can't deal with it anymore. The stress. I can't go viral twice for the wrong reasons. I'm sorry. We're brother and sister. We're from Alberta, and we have 3 horses. And
Yo, we have a brand, bro.
well, it's a lie. I'm not a liar.
That shit's failing you still. Why don't you just be yourself?
Because nobody cares about Canadians unless you're from Toronto.
Oh yeah?
Is that true, fam?
Nobody cares about Saskatoon.
Yo, fam, I have a confession to make.
Not you too.
I'm also from Alberta.
Yo, what school did you go to, eh? What high school?
Mike?
Right?
We used to ride horses together back in
At Tackleberry Farm.
Holy smokes, bud.
Yeah.
Didn't we used to have beef jerky under the underpass?
Bro, I love that beef jerky.
Holy smokes, bud. You want to go for a little rib after this, or?
Fuck yeah.
All right, what happened right now?
Let's go.
All right, see ya.
Fuck.
I'll see you at home, bud.
Let's go.
See you, boys.
Sorry, Queeks.
Holy shit, fuck.
Because
That's
every
all right,
kid
man.
on
I
Six
like to go
Buzz is that person now.
Yeah. 6 Buds. I had to like unfollow then refollow because it was always just like, yo, man, hey, yo. Like, I was just like, I don't want to see this.
But the thing about the Toronto accent, like we grew up with the Toronto accent.
We started it.
Because it's, well,
You
it's
started
no,
it.
just
Caribbean.
So it's your fault.
It is.
No, but it's a Caribbean
sorry.
influence.
Yeah.
I'm so
And
sorry.
Brampton too, right?
Well,
or sorry, Brampton.
In
Like,
general,
Indian
it's like
accent.
the Afro-Caribbean influence, right? And like when I grew up, like in the 2000s, with like kids who just talk with a slight Caribbean accent with the Toronto slang, it was like normal. But then when social media blew up, it became like a caricature of itself.
Right.
And then every random kid from the suburbs was trying to do it, but it was like broken telephone. So like over the years, it's become something that it's not really
Right.
what was. So it's just,
Dude, it was a
it's
good
just heavy
accent at
cringe.
one point. It was good. It was
Yeah.
a real good one. And then, for some reason,
Well, there you
know,
hear
there's
the
always
accent
one.
when he talks.
there's always-
There he is, there
there
he
was
is.
one guy in the
This is
crew.
the real Toronto.
There was one
reason,
guy in
bro?
the crew that took it too far. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We used to make fun of that guy. And now that guy has become his. You guys get where I'm going with this?
He has a suburban
the one
following.
guy in the crew that
Race
we'd make. Yeah. His accent has become the accent.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating.
Wild.
Dude.
You
it's
just want to
unreal.
live, and these guys
Oh.
making fun of you. Yeah, it's awful.
Steve was going to ask you guys about your goals.
I have goals.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Steve.
So what do you guys like main goal? What's your main goal? Like the end goal.
I have to remind him.
Where are we going? Where are we going? what I miss? What I miss?
What's your
Okay.
What's your main goal?
Or goals?
What's
You
your
know, it doesn't have
long-term
to- like,
goals?
doesn't have to be
What's the
like-
big goals?
I definitely want to do like traditional media, like go into like acting and writing and Yeah, I don't necessarily want to be making YouTube videos for the rest of my life. And I think that it's like a natural transition. And I went to school for it and I still really love it. So I figured I might as well like try. Yeah, that's that like goal. I think so. Yeah.
This YouTube thing is huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Mm-hmm.
It's huge.
They're making more than the rappers.
They definitely are.
So I know
Some
you,
of us. I don't know.
You see, you'll
I don't
get
know
No,
about that.
rappers don't
I
make as
promise
much
you.
as you think.
Are you- what?
I'm a
I
rapper.
promise you, they don't.
Well, they
make
said
as much as you think.
Raptors. I was like, I'm pretty sure the Raptors are making like. Did you see
They got
some
some
of the?
money, yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they have money.
Raptors.
They got
But
some
rappers,
Yeah, they got some
I don't know.
They can eat a Jacobs.
What about you? What's your long-term goals?
I want to be in a Christopher Nolan movie. It's
Nice.
very clear. SNL would be really fun.
SNL will be great.
Lauren, if you're watching somehow, Canadian man, Canadian. You want more Canadians on SNL?
Yeah.
Hey.
Let's get Mike on SNL.
I can write. I can fight. I can. That's
Fart.
it. And I can fart. Yeah.
And he's thick.
You can fart.
And he's thick.
And he's
I want to
And
be able.
he's Tick Toronto boy.
It's true.
I think
It's true though.
My goal was to make.
Dude, don't let that shirt fool
It's
you.
Trudeau. Don't say that name.
I
anymore.
know. It's,
Thank you.
Jeez.
Please.
I think
No,
that the goal originally, which was to make a living doing sketches, and that took like 6-7 months. But like I've sort of hit that point now where I can make a living doing it,
Let's fucking go.
which is
bro.
dope. And now it's like next level. Like let's take this lunar. Like let's just see how else we can grow. So I'm just trying to figure out what that means for me. But acting, I mean, that's kind of why I did it. Like I think Charlotte and I, why I love Charlotte so much, why she inspires me is because she taught me through being a YouTuber is that I have a lot of friends and they're happy with this life, which is like they work as servers and baristas and stuff like that. And I really respect the grind. And they sort of audition and do that. I like to have control, a little bit more control over my fate. So doing sketches is perfect because I get to practice my acting. I get to showcase my skills. Now, does that hurt my ability to get roles? To be determined.
Who knows?
But yeah, I like having control a bit over it.
I think after a while, you build up a following, and productions are actually probably looking for people with followings because that brings an entirely new audience to
Truth.
whatever they cast you in.
Yeah.
I know there's lots of people who, they'll ask, like a production will ask like how many followers they have, like just right off the bat. So I do think it's veering more in the direction of like it's a good thing.
Yeah.
But
to
there's
tell.
definitely people who look down on it still. Like
For sure.
I remember when I told my agent that I was
Doing YouTube.
not gonna act anymore because I was just taking time. It was COVID. There's no point. She was like, "What? You're doing YouTube? Like,
Hater.
good luck with
Hater.
that."
There's a stigma on both
Yeah, there's
ends.
a
Dude,
stigma.
look at King Batch, man. Like, look at these people who basically fund their own movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing is like, this person right here, she funded her own pilot that she wrote, and she casted people. She
Yeah.
casted me in the lead,
Amazing.
and she didn't give me the freaking part. I had to audition
No,
three
he had
freaking
to
times.
work for it.
I had to work
Yeah,
for it.
you auditioned, young
I didn't even
man.
get to kiss her in the pilot. I had to watch. Oh, actually, I don't want to give you any spoilers. I had to watch somebody else kiss her.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the game.
So hot.
It was funny.
So hot. Yeah. I think that's.
Haters, man. Without the haters, you're not doing something
You
right.
want to tell us about the haters? Any haters?
Always.
Always.
How do you deal with the haters? What are they saying? What's your process with the haters?
It depends on what mental state I'm in, because sometimes if I'm in a bad mental state, I will let's just venture down into the comments and see how many people hate me.
Oh, the danger zone.
Even though it's a minority.
Even though it's a minority, but you look for it. It's almost like you're reading it and you're just like, oh, this isn't a threat. Keep scrolling. Oh, this guy fucking hates me. And then you just fixate on it. Like, it's just, anyways, it's a problem.
Those people know that.
I
Always
know.
remember that.
I
They
know.
know what they're trying to do. So like
Totally.
whatever you do, and it's hard not to go into that danger zone of the
For
comments.
sure.
Yeah.
But try not to. But if you do, just remember.
sure. And
if
that's
they have
kind
a
of-
plan and they're plotting. That's all you need to know. Just go right over it. There's a million people that love you, and you know. What
And
I
it's
mean?
More
not
than a
just
million.
that. It's
Oh, really?
comments don't exist unless you read them. So
Exactly.
that's kind of like I notice that my mental health is always better when I'm not in the comments. So like, oh God, every time I do it, I'm like, oh, why are we here? Why are we here, Charlotte? Oh, because you're in the comments. So just stop reading the comments.
Yeah.
You don't know
And
them.
You hear that,
Always
Paula?
remember, you don't know them.
No,
They
no.
don't know you and
you're-
have nothing to do
if
with you
you
in
don't
your
read
life.
it, then
Yeah,
it doesn't
Paula's
exist.
looking
That's right.
for spice in the comments. Yeah, stop wasting
Yeah.
your energy on comments.
Yeah,
It's hard.
don't
It's hard not
She's
to. Eh?
addicted.
don't match their energy.
Yeah, because
Well,
some people
that's
are
the other
Yeah,
thing.
that's
straight-
the other thing too. Is like I read like the top comments usually. So like top comments, and then like when the video first goes up, I'll like make sure I respond to at least a few. But yeah, I mean everybody has haters. It's not like a new thing.
They hate us because they,
just
ain't us.
They just hate us, and some
They
people
hate us because they ain't us. Yeah.
and some people are just really unhappy, and like you have to just kind of like I've started to learn more and more that it's not necessarily about you, and just to treat those situations with grace and try to, you know, have sympathy for them. That's what he teaches me a lot. Just like, you know,
he's right.
have pity and have sympathy, because, you know, what kind of person would take time out of their day to write something negative on someone's content that they don't even know? You know, it's probably someone that's pretty upset or sad or unhappy with their life, and
or maybe they're not even aware
and they're
how
maybe not
unhappy they are.
Yeah, for sure. They take it out on you.
Outlet.
Yeah, and so that's just like, you know, it's just not really worth your energy to do that.
So Mike, that's pretty
much
you rubbing off on her.
Yeah, that's basically what my philosophy. It all comes from like the Gary Vee kind of thing, where it's like respond with kindness. Like unless someone's, you know, does something very offensive, then I will troll just a little bit, just like a little like cheeky.
What's that line for you?
It's human nature.
Well, it's like if they make some sort of like sexual jokes about like, I don't know,
sexist, racist,
sexuality, something like that. And I just look for something easy. Like if they say you're like blank, but they spell it Y-O-U-R, I just correct them and say Y-O-U''RE with a star, and it gets
got him.
Oh.
It's just cheeky. But like at the end of the day, don't engage.
They hate that though.
Don't engage.
It's a good one though.
It's good. Yeah, it's just cheeky.
You're also kind of insulting their intelligence a little bit.
But they are kind of. But that's the point.
That's the whole point.
I agree with it. I like
it's relatable to me because I always had that mentality where I was like, but I just started making content. I started making music. And then me and Azzy, shout out to Azzy, we did the viral Money song. Mm-hmm. And it was the number one trending in the world for 2 days as the most hated music video in the world.
For sure. I remember that.
We didn't expect that. We did kind of have a template with like Jake Paul and all those guys. And I'm like, do you want to do it this way? She's like, yeah, let's do it this way. And it was supposed to be a one-off thing for her. And I was making like uncensored young adult like uncensored hip hop that was like satirical. And it wasn't, we had two different demographics, but she's like, you should be in it. You'll get so much traction. I'm like, you're right. Let's do it. So we did it, and it's like I got like 300 death threats from like 12-year-olds.
Oh my
hope your mom gets
gosh.
cancer and dies. You're a sorry excuse for a
all kinds
rapper.
of shit, man.
Oh,
Like,
jeez.
And just like I'd laugh and I'd be like, oh, these kids are really like unhappy. But after like 20, 30, 40, 50,
Yeah.
and then every
It gets
YouTube
to you.
reaction person's like, who the fuck is this clown? He looks like a Russian ninja or something. It's like, why did she pick him? Who she thinks she's a rapper, but it was like a one-off thing for fun. And she has to go back and make a video that it was just for fun.
Yeah.
And that she's not a rapper. But it still hit me hard after like 50 kids being like, I hope you die. Like,
Yeah.
I was just
These
like,
people, like-
I was trying to ignore it, but I was just like, damn, the hate's
No, that's hard to ignore. I'm sorry,
and
but
also
nobody
people-
wants to read that.
People comment to get attention too. They
Yeah.
they want to like be like the most liked comment, and they want to just. Some people are comment trolls.
Some of the worst ones, I was like, I would respond nicely. Some I would troll back, and then they would be, oh my god, I love your stuff. I can't believe you
they
responded.
switch up real quick.
That happens to me quite a bit, where like I troll them and like I win.
Yeah.
And not that I'm trying to win, but like I troll and I get them, and they're like, "Yo, I was just kidding, man. And like you're
That's how
hilarious."
most of them are.
Yeah, they don't even know what they're
I swear to
talking
God,
about.
That's how most
Yeah.
of them are.
Yeah,
It's unreal, this generation.
it's just like like what are you doing?
In terms of like the work process for you guys, and like for you, YouTube, what's like the things you love most about it, and the things that you dislike about being a YouTuber the most?
The thing I love most, I think, is the people that I make the content for. Definitely making content for.
What do you call your fans?
I mean, they kind of
They call
like
you
adopted
Potato?
their like it's from the old channel I used to work for. It's like the potatoes or
Potatoes.
petty potatoes or something. I don't know. I'm not really sure.
Get that tatted.
Petty potato.
You thought about it, but didn't you say it looks like a lump of shit?
Yeah, I thought about it. It does. I wanted to make a T-shirt with like a potato on it too, and it literally looks like a turd.
Little turd.
It looks like a little turd. No, I mean,
Mid-journey.
I hired someone and everything. I made it plushy and it just looks like a little turd. So, yeah.
Everyone wants a plush turd.
A plush.
You got potatoes here. You guys want potatoes? Where's the potatoes?
I always want potatoes. I eat them
Pass
raw,
the potatoes.
like apple.
Oh, Svetlana's coming out.
Oh yeah, you actually have a bag of potatoes. Oh shit. Oh, careful. Oh, these are my fans.
Hello.
My
Why is the
viewers.
bag wet here?
So I
Is
obviously.
this biohazard.
Oh, that's kind of wet.
Oh my
It's a
god.
biohazard.
Sorry.
Why is that wet?
Why is
Get it out of here.
Okay.
Anyways.
Yeah, and love being able to be myself and be silly. I love doing lots of accents and weird noises and impressions, and I like being silly. But the thing maybe I find hard is I'm a very anxious person because of how much I post. I wake up every morning like at 6, like clockwork, and I never notice that I did this, but like I wake up every morning and just
Oh God! And I'm just like
immediate
I relate to that.
immediate anxiety.
Dude,
I'm like,
bro.
what do I have to do today? Oh my god, I have to put my video up in 5 hours.
She wonders why I fart in the morning. I get scared.
How do you feel about this?
He just told you.
Well, it's like I go to bed 2 hours later than her, and I wake up at the same time. So
Like, I'm scared.
yeah, it's a little scary.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
And that only happens, like if I take time off, that doesn't really happen. I can sleep. But if I have things to do, and I post every single day, right? So I always have something to do. The anxiety is definitely there. So, I don't know. I'm starting to realize that it's probably not the best thing for my health.
Is that exactly how
to
you
post
wake
every
up?
day?
Like you really wake up like that?
not
and
like
shit?
not that
always,
loud, not that
always.
loud, but definitely
But
like
you-
a
And you're ready to go.
That
yeah,
big inhale.
pretty much
You should
like a
try to-
big,
you should
like a
try to,
scared,
like,
like I get scared or something.
You ever try to just lay there for like 5-10 minutes and just?
I
think
do,
things
yeah.
through?
And then I start thinking about all the things I have to do.
Yeah.
Like even today, I woke up. I like swore. I'm like, I'm gonna sleep in today. And then I started thinking about, doing this podcast, and I'm like, oh gosh, like what am I gonna wear? What costumes am I gonna bring? And I just started thinking about all of it, and I couldn't get back to bed.
What Nem's wearing?
What's
what
Nem
he looks
gonna
like in the
wear?
shower?
Oh my god.
Just
You really
everything,
thought
right?
about what I was gonna wear?
Probably, yeah.
That's
Like
love.
I don't know what the hell's going on in my brain. I think of
I feel
everything.
underdressed. I didn't know the flower memo was a thing.
Oh,
Should have worn the Hawaiian shirt,
I should have.
the little Jaguar shirt I bought you.
Hawaiian
this is
shirt.
coming out in a couple months, so they'll never know what season it is.
This is season Thrive.
That's right.
13.
What do you guys do to relax then? If it's
We
Wow. Okay.
it's working.
We take a edible.
no. We
You can say edible. You can say edible. here.
We're Canadian,
This guy
so
rolls up
legal.
on the couch. Let's go.
Hourly.
we take
Hourly.
we don't always
Hourly.
we don't always say we gotta
No.
go for
Far gone.
take the dog for a walk.
Nice little walk skis.
Take Murph for a little
Yeah,
walkie poo.
We're not big drinkers.
Charlotte's a great painter.
Yeah.
We're getting back into that. now.
Yeah.
Nice. Creative hobbies are important.
Yeah,
I like
creative hobbies.
Warhammer. Have you ever heard of it?
Yeah.
No, what's
Was that a game?
It's little miniature armies, and you paint them. I used to be a child phenom.
Like
That's
what's
sick.
it called? GameStop or whatever.
Games Workshop.
Games Workshop. Yeah.
So I used to collect each of the games, armies, Ultramarines, Orcs in the year 40,000, and I won these competitions, and it was
No
all
way.
40-year-old nerds. I was 11, 12, and I'd win them, and these like morbidly obese, nerdy guys would be like, "You just gave it to him because he's a kid."
Oh my god.
Come on, guys. He's serious here. Like, this guy freaking baby.
But I was a phenom, and then I stopped when I was in grade 8 for
Does
basketball.
he have like a
Aw.
magnifying glass in like a room with like a light at night?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
With like the tiny
Just
paintbrush.
like you have a
and
studio with your sketches, I
just,
had
like
a
one
studio for
hair
my
of a paintbrush.
miniature painting.
That's dope. I mean, I chill by playing Warzone a lot. You know,
Nice.
me and the boys. Shout out Pink Mist. It's my clan.
Let's
My
go.
boys. Yeah, a little Warzone. No, it's the best.
Awesome.
It's a very skillful art, that game.
What do you guys do to shut off from your everyday lives to really relax?
Should we have a third co-host here?
Yeah, well, of course.
Come in.
It's a really pressing question
It's
for
a
me
good
because I
question,
find
though.
that creatives never stop.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of creatives generally struggle with turning off their day-to-day lives to genuinely just like decompress and be present in like the moment outside of their work. What do you do to do that? How do you balance that out?
They don't.
So the question,
I honestly don't know if
for
I
people
do.
who didn't hear that, the question is, how do you turn off after constantly creating?
You guys hear that? Want me to say it again?
Cool.
I don't know if my brain ever fully turns off, to be honest.
Your brain turned off when you posted once every other day. Like you posted every other day in January.
Yeah,
it was
it's
like
the
the most
posting every
relaxed
day
I've seen you.
thing. Yeah.
It's really hard for me. Like I kind of go in bursts or spurts. I don't know English very well.
Sometimes the best ideas come to you when you're not really thinking about it. That's the thing. Is like
you got to write it down.
Yeah, you got to write it down. Or like I have like, you know, my tracker ready to go with like my schedule, and I write all of my ideas down, and you know, I'll like decompress and like watch a show or something, and then all of a sudden I'll just be like, that's such a good idea. Like it'll just come to you, and then you start and you write it down, and then, you know, another idea comes to you, so you just write another one down. But yeah, I find that kind of if you do decompress by just not thinking about anything or just like listening to music or something for just a second, and then your brain usually brings you back to it.
I find that like moving in with Charlotte has been great because when I lived alone, I would edit at night. Like people would be like, what TV shows do you watch? I'm like, I film all afternoon and then I edit from 6 p.m. until 10:30. And then at that point I'm like, fuck, it's late. Like I don't really know what to do. And then I post at 8 a.m. and then the cycle continues, right? Then I'm on comments from 8 until 9:30 in the morning, go to the gym, come back, film, and the cycle continues. So for me, I burn out a bit quicker because I do everything, like all the editing and everything like that. So living with Charlotte, it's great because it's like she stops at like 6 p.m. Like that's her, like you basically turn it off.
Cut off.
Disconnect.
6
I try
p.m.
to, yeah.
And then that's kind of what I do too now. I'll take Murph out for a walk and then shower, dinner, no editing. Like let's watch something.
What about when you're on vacation?
When you're on it's tough. Vacation is the hardest one because you
It's
want
fun
to
to make content on vacation.
But then you're in a different setting, right?
Yeah.
I'll explain why I ask, right? So
Okay, what is this? Your show? You want to switch?
Why don't you come over here?
Yeah, why don't you come sit in my lap?
Sit in my lap.
Yeah, come.
No, it's okay. I just want to ask.
Come.
No, because I'm asking because of you. The reason why is because, you know, me not necessarily being in the field of creativity, you know, I am my own creative individual, but I don't do that for my day-to-day. But my partner does. And I've taught myself how to vacation where I completely shut off and I can just sit in the sun and there's nothing in my brain for a whole day. And when I'm with him, I find that there's constantly this anxiety to have to be doing something always, and I find that it's actually detrimental to his creative process that he's completely unaware of. And I want to know if that's something that everybody struggles with, or if you have to teach yourself, if it's natural or something that you have in you.
I think it is
to
natural
turn
for
off,
artists.
or like
It's natural, but I also think you need discipline. Like you have to have structure and know like, okay, this is my time. Like I let myself come up with stuff in the mornings.
Yeah.
But at night, like even if I like am hungry to do something because I haven't scratched the itch for the day, I say, now's not the time. It's going to mess up your sleep. Just stop. Vacation's the hardest because you're like, all right, I'm not going to bring anything. And then like the day before, we're like, oh, like should I bring my camera?
It's such a funny sketch.
What?
It would be such a funny sketch.
If we were like on a beach, you know, like things that people say at Soho House, like all this stuff, and then it's like, fine, I'll bring my camera. And then like, you know, it's the first day, and I'm like, let's go to the beach, and Charlotte's like, what do we film? And I'm like, fuck. You're right, we should film. And then it's not a vacation, but you have content from a cool different
You
location.
just film it and edit it when you get home and you're not on vacation anymore.
No, I can't do that. Like I have to edit right away. I edit right away. Like
you don't edit on the beach.
That's
you
a
can't
really
see
good
your phone.
habit because I had stuff that was like $30,000 videos on a hard drive for 4 years. And now I'm just like, let's get it edited.
Yeah,
get it edited.
Editing is no joke. Like,
Steve, do you have anything else to ask them to close?
Did I have anything else? Any funny stories?
Funny stories?
Yeah, you got any funny stories?
To close?
Yeah, anything funny?
How about the first time we made
Something
out?
funny?
Other than the edibles?
What was that? When was
First
that?
time we made out?
Upside down?
Well, that too. I had a big Spider-Man. No.
What do you tell at bars that
wait.
Just put on a
Wait, what happened? What?
Okay, basically the first time we made out, is this a funny story? I don't know. I was asleep. No, I'm just kidding. Do you not remember this?
She stuck her tongue into your mouth.
You like threw up in a glass.
Oh, hit us with that story. We got to hear that.
Release the files, man.
Do you want to tell a story? You probably know.
I don't remember. I was really hammered.
Well, it makes me sound really weird. I think. Oh God. Well, we're in it now, so let's just tell the story.
We're in the shit.
We're far gone.
To close
We
the
went to
show.
a party and then we came back. It was me and Charlotte and her other friend, and we were drinking a lot. And then I was like, oh man, like I think I got a feeling for this girl, and like I felt like maybe we were gonna smooch. And then I think all of a sudden I made everyone do shots of bourbon, and then or tequila. Was it tequila?
Yeah.
And she threw up in her glass
Nice.
in front of me, and I was like, love it.
That's
love
the one.
it.
I'm
That's
polite.
the right
I'm
thing to
polite. I
do,
did
right
it in
thing
the
to do.
glass.
And then
Did
she
you guys
just,
lock eyes? Like,
yeah. And then I said, and she's like, oh, no.
Mama bird.
Then she went to clean
Brush
up,
my
freshen
teeth,
up,
come on.
brush her teeth. And then she came back, and we did this. She was like, you were sitting behind me, and we made out. We touched tongues, and then after the fact, I was like, oh wait, she just threw up. But I didn't taste any. I didn't taste any of that bow.
No, because I brushed my teeth.
Yeah, actually tasted probably better than. Yeah, I don't know, it
That's
was
love.
fresh.
She knew before you, don't worry.
And then I haven't looked at.
Promise.
Yeah, I'll leave it at that.
That's love. Well, thank you guys for coming on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Awesome.
That's another episode in the banks. Charlotte Dobre and Mike Ricci. Tune in next episode. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Subscribe.
Scat.